So as promised, I'm going to send you some homework, some Pilates exercises for you to do, and anyone else that feels like they want to work on your core, getting those muscles stronger in your bottom, getting your back nice and loose, and just getting your posture straight and just making you feel good. Okay, so all we need is a mat and a towel. Okay, so exercise number 1, it's to work on your pelvic stability and also your dynamic control and dynamic stability. This one we're going to be lying on our mats. Again, all you need is a towel and a mat, or even if you have carpet on the floor, that will do. Okay, so we're just going to go through a few things to set ourselves. So lying on your back, starting with your feet together, you're then going to make a V shape, let your toes come out. Then you're going to let your heels follow, so your feet are now parallel distance apart. Make a diamond shape with your hands. You're going to put your thumbs onto your belly button, put your hands down onto your stomach. And we're going to gently tilt our pelvis. So we're gently lifting our back off the mat, and then we're slowly pushing that back into the mat. And we're lifting up, so we're tilting that pelvis forwards and backwards. Most of you should know exactly what we're doing here. We're just trying to find that pelvic neutral position. And with this movement up and down, again, really small movement, my upper body isn't moving. You're going to try and find the midpoint of those two positions. And when I say the midpoint, to find out that you're in the nice midpoint of those two pelvic movements, tuck your hand behind your back. You should only get a third of the way through. So we're going to go straight into this exercise, and you're going to keep your hands by your side. While you're doing that, just make sure you open up through your chest, so your arms and shoulders are nice and relaxed. Gently push those shoulder blades in towards the mat and tuck your chin towards your chest. We're going to bring both our legs up into double leg tabletop. Again, these are slightly higher level exercises, so any of them that you find difficult, just drop one leg down. So we're taking a nice deep breath in, breathe out to bring both our legs up into a 90-degree tabletop position. Make sure your back is still firmly on the mat. You'll make sure that you can only get a third of the way through your back. And we're going to start off with level 1. I'm going to go through 3 different exercises. So we're letting one leg straighten out, and then it's coming back in. Nice breath out. And back in. Again, you can go lower, but again, you're making sure that your back is nice and firmly into that mat. You're making sure that your ribs aren't flaring up from the front, keeping nice control. Good, and we're taking a nice breath out as we go out. Breath in as we come in. Again, to progress this slightly, we can straighten our legs up. So from here, one leg's dropping down, coming up, and the other, and coming up. Otherwise, we can alternate, dropping one leg down, and again, if you want to progress that, or even the first exercise, you could bring those arms up, and we're changing those arms around as we go up and round. Breathing out, in, out, in. Slowly bring those legs down and drop down. You want to aim to be doing 10 on each side and doing 3 sets of that. Okay, exercise number 2 is our shoulder bridge. Again, really good exercise to help mobilise the whole spine, as well as getting our bottom muscles working and helping the endurance of these muscles. Okay, so we're going to get in that same start position, keeping our head in a nice position, neck nice and open, feet parallel distance apart. From here, we are thinking about curling up our spine. So we're thinking about pushing our back in towards the mat, squeezing our bottom, gently lifting up through that lower back, curling up to all the way up to that upper back, keeping a nice straight back, activating our glutes. Really want to squeeze those glute muscles, otherwise you will feel those hamstrings kicking in a little bit. From here to come down, we're thinking about pulling down through our breastbone. So we're letting our body slump back down. Our upper back's coming down, our mid back, lastly our lower back, with our glutes coming down last. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few variations of this exercise just to try and challenge those glute muscles a little bit more. Again, we're going to come up into that shoulder bridge, again pushing that back in towards the mat, squeezing our bottom, lifting our lower back, then our mid back, and then our upper back. Holding that position here, we're going to let this hip dip down, and we're going to squeeze it back up. We're then going to go to the other side, let that hip twist, dip down, and up. Leveling the other side, dip and up. Other side, dip and up. And you want to try and do this about 5 to 10 times on each side. So you're really working the endurance of these glute muscles. Making sure your pelvis stays up the whole time. You're dropping, squeezing back up, dropping that glute, squeezing that glute back up. Up. And again, like I said, about 10 times on each side, and then you're slowly rolling back down again, rolling down through your chest bone. Then we're dropping down to our mid back, dropping back to our lower back, dropping all the way down. After you've done the exercise, just bring those knees up in towards your chest, gently rolling side to side. And again, you're going to do that 5 to 10 times on each side, and you want to do about 3 sets of that. Exercise number 3, we're going to go through those glute exercises. So we're lying on our side. Again, with these exercises, you're going to do them on both sides. So if you get your towel, arm nice and straight, you're going to put this towel on top of your arm and you're going to relax your head down. Keeping your body nice and straight. If you look down at your toes, you should at least be able to see those big toes, if not more of your feet. If you put your hand on your hip, there's a bony point at the front of that hip. Should be facing nice, straight forward. Okay, so I'm going to go through 3 exercises. These exercises, you want to aim to be doing 10 of each time. So that's 30 exercises altogether, and doing that 3 times. So exercise number 1 is our lift and lowers. Again, lifting that leg up and bringing that leg back down. Again, to help with control, you can keep that hand in front. You can also bend the lower leg and give your leg a little bit more control. Make sure that you're keeping that nice and straight. So we're going to go into 10 of these exercises. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And come back down. Straight into the next exercise. We're going to lift our leg up. So again, we're at parallel distance in line with our hip, and we're parallel distance from our foot. So from here, we're going to point our toe. We're going to let our leg drop forward, and then we're going to bring our heel back. And again, leg forward and heel back. And if you need, you can place your hand in front. If you need to, you can actually bend the bottom leg to give you a little bit more control. Trying to keep this hip nice and straight. And back. And again, we'll do each exercise 10 times. Good. I've lost count of that, but I'm guessing there's another 5 left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax that leg down. Okay, we're going to go straight into that third exercise. So we're lifting that leg in line with our hip, and we're drawing some small circles with that, but really nice and controlled circles. Try and make sure that your ankle isn't moving. The movement's coming from your hip, but it's nice and controlled. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Let that leg drop in, give that bottom a nice rub, and you're then going to repeat that with those 3 exercises 3 times. Okay, so the final I'm going to go through today is going to work on keeping our posture, working on our postural muscles, our sitting muscles, as this is what a lot of us do sitting at desks all day, and also secondly working our abdominal control. So we're going to be sitting up, going to be bending our knees, sitting up nice and tall. From here, we're just going to bring our arms in front of us. From here, we're thinking about now curling our spine. So we're thinking about curling that spine through our back, dropping down as far as you feel you're controlled. Don't let those feet lift up. And as we come up, we're rolling back and restacking up. So we're thinking about rolling off our tailbone, making it curl, see, straightening down, feeling that into our abdominal muscles. And we're restacking. So we're dropping off that tailbone, dropping down as far as you can control, and then we're restacking up. Again, if you want to add a little bit of an oblique work to this to get those side muscles working as well, we're dropping down into that position with our arm. We're opening up, letting our head and neck move out, and come back in. Other side, come back in, and roll back up. And we're going to do that again, dropping down. Really open up and look around at that hand and come back in. And the other side, and come back in, and slowly roll up. Great.